Okay, so I want to talk about smart sampling. I think everyone always wonders how to turn those samples actually into orders or how to even get samples in the hands of our people. So, or potentials. I'm going to be real honest with you. I've had a love hate relationship with samples since I started this business because I used to just give them away or not keep up with them, or people would not take them. They had no value in them. And I had to quickly figure out that if I wanted that sample to turn into an order eventually, I had to start doing things the right way. So there's several things we're going to talk about today, and that's why I'm recording this so we can use it later. But we're also live streaming into Facebook. So if I talk about a script or the verbiage that I use, I will put it into the comments, but I will say it here as well. So first and foremost, when you're going to give somebody a sample, you need to make sure that they have a free account with you. Let me give you a scenario. Years ago, I gave a sample to one of my friends at work. They loved it, but then they found out that their cousin's best friend's sister also sold Thrive, and they felt like they should probably order from them. So I can assure you that nobody gets one of my sample packs without having a free account with me, no matter what. So even if they give me their address, their name, their all that stuff, if they do not provide their email and I cannot set them up a free account, they are not going to get this product. So I'm going to tell you right here and right now, I have created my own little sample tracker sheet. And if you're watching this video and you need that tracker sheet, I will totally send it to you. We created it on Canva, super, super easy. But this keeps me accountable. I know in the past I have tried to do 30 samples in a week and I didn't keep up with it. And that was basically just throwing money away. So now I'm very strategic at how I do this. So first and foremost, I write their name down, who's getting the sample. The next thing I want to do is make sure that I've sent the sample to them because all the time I may get their free account done or whatever. And then I kind of forgot to send it. So I've got to send their sample to them. The next thing says that I put them in a three-way chat. Y'all, this is key. So I'm going to give you an example of one that my girl put me in today because she knows she's been thriving for a long time. She knows how to tell them how to take this little sample pack, but she knows that part of the process is having them be accountable to somebody else, hearing that third party validation, all of that. It's part of a three-way chat. So here's what she says. Again, she knows how to tell them how to take the product, but she knows that part of the success of turning a sample into an order is doing the three-way chat. She just starts out with this. Hey, Susan, this is her friend. She should be receiving her birthday sample shortly, if not already. Can you share a little bit about your story and your tips and tricks on how to make this trial pack successful? So that totally takes all the pressure off of her. No one has ever been mad at her for putting them in a three-way chat because first and foremost, you don't ask. And my response is, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. You're starting a trial pack. Here's a little bit about my story. I tell them my story. And here's my tips and tricks to make this sample pack successful. Now, I will tell you this. I have pre-recorded my sample tips and tricks. And if you want to see mine so that you can know how to create your own, I totally stole mine from my friend Tiffany and created my own. So it's my face. I will send that to you as well. You just have to private message me and I will forward it to you. But basically what I tell them in this trial pack is exactly how to take it. Don't be drinking caffeine. Make sure you drink plenty of water. And hey, this is just a trial pack. It's not so that you can have an aha moment in 3 days, but it's really so you can see just how simple it is to get 100 plus vitamins, minerals, and nutrients in your body. I'd be more than happy to share that with you. Those of you who are watching this on Facebook, I will put these videos in the comments so y'all can use them at the same time too. So that's what my three-way chat is. Y'all, I have been doing this business for 9.5 years. I still pull somebody from my team, my upline, my downline, my sidelines, and I put them in three-way chats with every single person who is sampling. Why? Because they need that third-party validation. So first and foremost, I've created them a free account. 2, I've sent the sample. 3, I put them in a three-way chat. The next thing I have to do is make sure they get their sample. Sometimes when you send them online, if you send them through your back office, which you can buy some in your back office to send out, it will email you when you're getting it. And that way it kind of triggers you. If not, you have to track it yourself, especially if you're putting together yourself and you're mailing them out. The next thing that I do is I make sure I've added them to my customer group, because my customer group has constant things going on. If there's a special, if there's just tips on how to make your Thrive experience successful, it's a community group where they feel like they're included. Okay, so that's important to me. So they just kind of feel like they're part of something. And I do share with them that I'm putting them in that group so they can get tips, they can get specials, they can be part of the giveaways. The next thing I'm going to send them is my instruction video that we've kind of already talked about. I do put it in the three-way chats with everybody, but when they're my personal people that I'm sending a sample to, as soon as they get that sample, it's in their hands, then I send them my instruction video. So again, it's just another thing for them to be excited about starting their sample the next day. And then of course I have follow-up and orders. This is just my checklist. Now we're going to kind of go through pieces of this just so you know. Many people always ask me, what do you put in your samples? Well, I only do the classic set. So yes, it's going to have men's capsules or women's capsules. I do not sample Elite right now because I feel like Elite, it's the same stuff. It just has weight loss in it. And if they try Elite and they don't lose weight in 3 days, and they don't think it works. And then I'll put 2 or 3, however many days you want to do. Put the capsules, I put the shakes, and I put the patches. Now, we do have balance samples now, and every once in a while I'll throw one of those in just in case I want them to try that as well. And I actually got these little packages off of Amazon. I have them in pink and I have them in black, and they say, hello, I'm what you've been waiting for. So when they get this in, it's super cute and they love it. Now, I think I bought these like 100 at a time. They're a 6x9. They're real small, but they love getting this little package. But you don't have to do this. Go to the dollar store and get little envelopes and send them that way. If you send them through the back office sends them in the cute little box, and they pay for all the shipping. But not everybody wants to do that. Sometimes if you've bought like a big package and you want to sample your own products out, these are cute to put them in, where you can hand them to people, or you can put your information on the back and mail it to them. I normally do 3 days, just because in those 3 days, I've kind of got them in a routine. Now, I'm not going to talk about whether I charge them or not. Yes, I am. I'm going to talk to you if I charge them or not. If it is somebody I absolutely do not know, and they've maybe sent a message to me or something, I'm going to charge them $5 a day. Now, I do tell them my samples are normally $20. They're on special right now for $15. When you order your 30-day supply, I'm going to give that $15 back to you. So ultimately it comes out free, but I like for them to have some skin in the game. If I'm doing like a Try It Tuesday, which is what I love to do because it gets me a ton of comments, then those samples I'm not going to charge for. But I don't want this stuff to just be free and giving them away. That's why my follow-up game is insane. So let's talk about that. There's a couple of ways that you can get samples out. Like, who do you give your samples to? What do you say? How do you get people to take your samples? Or you just gonna get random people. Hopefully you hope they ask you for a sample. No, not like that. I'm going to give you a couple of scenarios. Today I went to all my current customers, my current ones, because their referrals are going to be the best. But I went to my current customers and I sent them a little picture of my sample packs. And I just said, happy Try It Tuesday. I wanted to let you know I have 2 of these sample packs I would like to send to 2 of your friends. Who would you like them to go to? They are free to them, but they do cost me. So make sure you're going to pick somebody who's not going to throw it away. Who do you want them to go to? Do you know immediately people started sending back 2 names? I didn't ask them, who do you know that's tired, exhausted, blah, 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 blah. I literally sent that scenario to all of my customers. So that's one way to get samples out. A lot of times in my stories or on my reels, I will say, comment sample to get a free trial pack. They will comment sample. I'm going to ask them their name and all that kind of stuff. We're going to talk about all the things you've got to ask for in the process. There's also a link in my bios on Instagram and Facebook where it's my sample link. They can go and they can request a sample that shows up in my back office. So don't forget to check that every once in a while. Those are just a couple of ways, 3 ways actually, to get the word out about samples. Now, sometimes I'll just do a post on Facebook and say, okay, I have 5 of these ready to go in the mail. Who would you like? Who wants one? Drop your favorite emoji below. They may drop their emoji below. That's not the end of the process, y'all. And then one of the last ways that I do it is if there is somebody, no, this is one. I wish everybody on Facebook happy birthday all the time. I send out birthday messages. Hey, happy birthday. I hope today you get all your favorite things, get to spend it with all your favorite people, and you get to eat a whole chocolate cake to yourself. Do you have any special plans for your birthday? That is my birthday message. When they reply back to me, I'm like, awesome. I write their name down because they replied back to me. They've started a conversation, and I put a B beside their name. That B stands for birthday, right? Because later in the week, I'm going to send them the message that says, hey friend, listen, I'm headed to the post office to send out several of these little trial packs of Thrive, and since it's your birthday week, I would love to send you one too. If you want one, pop me your address. Now, mind you, all the time people will send me their name, then I'll ask for the address, but then I've got to ask for that email to get that free account, right? Okay, so right now, those are just several scenarios of how you can get your samples out. Again, I told you in the beginning that I have a love-hate relationship with samples. So you got to be strategic about this. You got to be in a good mood. You got to be willing to give them away or sell them or whatever, and be ready to track and be on top of it when it's time for it to go. Okay, so super, super important to do that. Now, let's talk about if my customers send me the names. They're like, yes, my friend Trey wants one and my friend Sally wants one. Great. Can you send me their full name, their address of where I'm shipping it to, and can you tell them that I'm going to be sending this to them? So here's the deal. Usually, as soon as they give me their full names, I go search for them on Facebook and a friend requests them. But they'll send me their full names and their addresses. The last thing I say is, hey, can I get their email addresses so it will pop them a video about what is coming in the mail? Great. They usually send me their email. What do I do at that point? I create the free account. If this is my current customer, then I'm going to put that free account under that customer, correct? Obviously, because it's going to be their referral, because my goal is for everybody to thrive for free. As soon as I get that email address, I need to make sure that I have found them on Facebook or I have some other way to connect with them. Obviously, I can connect with them on the email, right? But here's the deal. As soon as I get that email address, I've got to go and try and create that free account and make sure that that email is valid. As soon as the free account is created, what happens? Lavelle sends them a message that says, welcome to Lavelle. They don't know who Lavelle is. They only know what Thrive is. They don't know who Lavelle is. So it is imperative that almost before I click that box that says I'm not a robot on creating their free account, that I've got to get a message to Trey. And let's say it's Trey and Samantha. I've put Trey and Samantha in a group message because Samantha gave me the name of Trey. I found Trey on Facebook. I'm going to put them in a group message. Hey, Trey, so Samantha says that you are excited about getting a free trial pack. So I've got your address. It's coming in the mail. But what I want you to do is go look in your email right now. You should have received an email from Lavelle. That's the company that makes Thrive. And it has your own referral link in there. Supply. Click that link. A video is going to pop up that tells you what is coming, and I will follow up with you as I see that it's being delivered. Sound good? I got that last little phrase from Coop and Lynn's Coggin. Sound good? And they usually will come back and respond to me. Okay, so now the sample is sent. I've actually created that three-way chat, and now I'm just going to wait for that sample to be received by them. Okay, so knowing very well right now, that's very much part of my follow-up system, is making sure that I have created that free account with a total stranger and where I put it. So that's the one scenario. If they are a referral of somebody, or maybe they, saw one of my posts and they did the emoji, I'm going to go through that whole process, y'all, of, hey, I'm so excited that you're ready to check out this. Oh, let's talk about the birthday people. So the birthday people come back and go, oh yeah, Susan, that sounds great. Here's my address. Well, I'm already friends with them on Facebook, obviously. They just sent me their address. So I've got this whole thing ready, but I still got to have that email address, right? So I'm going to go back to them and I say, oh, that's awesome. Okay, I need to pop you a short video about what you're actually getting in the mail. What's your email? They're going to send me their email. What am I going to do? I'm going to go create their free account. What am I going to do immediately after creating that free account? Okay, so you should have just received an email from Le-Vel. That's the company that makes Thrive. In that email is a link, your own personal link. Click that link and it's going to show a video about what this product is. I'm so excited for you. I can't wait to see you thrive with me. Very simple. Okay. That whole process right there is super smart sampling. It's creating the free account. It's following up. Now, what about the people who click on my link and go through my back? Basically, they click my sample link either in a reel, or they comment sample, or they go to my Facebook and they click my bio and they get into my sampling link, which goes into my back office. Please don't ever forget to go check that, right? I learned this from Lens Coggin too. It was so good. Ha ha ha. Okay. When they click that sample link, they have to put their phone number in there. So now I can direct text them. They also sent me their email, their full name, their email, their address, and their phone number. So I got all the info. I don't even have to ask any questions. They've just sent it all to me because they clicked on my link to get that sample. So what am I going to do? I'm going to create their free account. And I'm about to send them a text that says this: hi, it's Susan, and I just got your sample request, and I'm ready to get that sent out to you. Are you still ready? Are you still wanting to try the 3 days? Now, mind you, they took all the time to fill out that sample link. I've created their free account. It's ready to go, right? It says, hi, it's Susan, and I just got your sample request, and I'm ready to get that sent out to you. Are you still wanting to try the 3 days? I also went ahead and created you a free all access customer account so you can check out the products. I give their link, their username with their email, their password. Now here's the deal. I just sent them a question. If they do not respond back to that text, this little package is never going out in the mail. They'll just get the drip campaign from Le-Vel because they have a free account. But once they come back and they say, yes, I'm really excited to try it, I'll say, perfect. Let me know as soon as you can get it. So as soon as you get it, so I can share with you how to use it correctly. Sound good? They usually will, but I'm also tracking it. Don't worry. Now, very important here is that's when I'm going to send them my video on how to take it, and I've got to follow up with them nonstop. Can I tell you a little secret? Not everybody who gets their 3-day trial orders at the end of the 3 days. Don't know why. Maybe it's just not good timing for them. But if I've been doing all the follow-up and I've got them excited and I've put them in 3-way chats and I've done all the things, then it's more likely that they're going to order. But I'm going to tell you on day 1 that I know that they're starting, like I had one start today. I said, okay, is today your day 1? Where did you put your patch? They'll tell me, oh, I put it on my arm. Great. Don't forget to drink a lot of water. I will check on you later. Y'all, when somebody's on a 3-day trial pack, me following up with them nonstop is imperative, because if I don't, they're going to finish that 3 days, or they're not going to take it correctly. They're going to start it and not take it correctly. And they didn't have any, and so then they don't want to continue, right? Day 2. Okay, it's day 2. I'm so excited for you. So how did day 1 go? Did you love the simplicity? They usually come back and tell me. I didn't tell them, what did you notice? Because they might not have noticed anything. They may not notice anything in 3 days, right? Okay, so at the end of day 2, hey, day 2 is finishing up. Don't forget to put those capsules for day 3 in front of your face or by your bedside, and let's get ready for day 3. Now, on day 3, I'm going to come back and say, so how did you mix that lifestyle mix today? I can't wait to hear. They're going to tell me. So they're finishing up day 3. If anything's gone wrong, they're probably going to tell me. If anything's been great, they're going to tell me. So obviously, okay, either on day 2 or day 3, depending on their vibe, that's what I'm going to say. Okay, so here's the deal. This little process that you're taking right now normally retails for $254, but right now it is on special for $160. I would love for you to continue for the 30 days so you can get the full effects. How does that sound? I want to customize a cart for you. Sound good? You know, don't forget, I'm going to put all these in scripts, but if you're having to watch, you can pause and type that out. But it's just very important for me to be keeping them excited. Mind you, they've been in the 3-way chat. They've had communication from me each day. I'm reminding them to drink water. You can see why it's important to me to not have 30 people starting in 1 week. I would be all over the place. If I get out 1 a day or 5 in a week, I feel like I have super accomplished. Basically, I like to just fill up this sheet in a 1 month. If I have this many people sampling and I'm doing my due diligence, things are probably going to go well. Mind you, they're not all going to order right away, and that's totally okay. Now, let's talk about the people who get the same. I swear this one piece of hair is like driving me crazy, and it's probably driving y'all crazy because I won't leave it alone. Let's talk about the people that get the samples and do nothing with them. Now, I don't like for that to happen, but sometimes it happens. And I'm going to take the words out that they're ghosting me, because as I heard one of our leaders say the other day, you're not that big of a deal that people are ghosting you. They're not sitting around going, I'm going to ghost her and make her wonder. No. They're just busy. They're busy people. You're probably a busy person. And if you are many people in my life that have gotten a sample and didn't take it for a month or 3 months or whatever, they're just busy. Honestly, they think it's going to be super complicated, so they don't start it. Don't know why. Okay. So here are just a few things that I say to those people who are not responding back to me. Hey friend, so it's been a few weeks since you received the fabulous Thrive sample pack, LOL. Can you share with me if you have started, ? Finished, ? Gave it away, ? Forgot about it, ? If you have changed your mind, that is totally okay. It may not be for you. And if that is the case, do you mind popping that back in the mail to me? I have a list of people who want one, and those are not free, so I need to get them sent out. I super appreciate your feedback. Sound good? If you tell them to mail it back to you, they're most likely going to respond. Samplers who don't take it, here's another thing I say, hey friend, okay, so I know you received one of my samples and I'm thinking you haven't started it yet. No big deal, but I do need to be honest with you. I have a list of people wanting to sample, and those cost me about $20 each. If you've changed your mind, I'm totally still going to be your friend, ha ha ha, but do you mind popping that back in the mail to me? If you want to keep it and take it, how about we start tomorrow? That's just a different alternative. Now, here's another script that I say to people that maybe I've offered it to my customers, friends. I've put it on my link in my bio. I've followed up with the people who have birthdays and offered them one, but maybe I'm still like, oh, we still need to get 3 samples out this week. Whatever. This is another script I say, hey, okay, I'm going to be real and raw with you right now. I cannot believe I have not talked to you about my 3-step system that has literally rocked my world. In parentheses, I say all day sustained energy, better focus, weight management, and more. I'm getting out some of these samples today, and I would love to pop you one in the mail. If you're open to hearing my story and trying this sample, I would be super excited. What's a good address? And mind you, I have a standard picture of me holding this thing. And that's honestly what I make that. I mean, I use that all the time. when they pop back their address. I'm quizzing you right now. They just popped me their address. I already have their name. What's the next thing I'm going to say? Okay, it is ready to go. I need to pop you a short video about what is actually coming in your packet. So what's a good email address? They're going to send me the email address. I'm going to create their free account. I'm immediately going to go back to them. This is very repetitive in this video. If you haven't noticed, I'm going to go back to them and I'm going to say, okay, you should have just received an email from Lavelle. In that email, that's Who Makes Thrive. In that email has your own personal referral link. Click on that link, watch that video pop up, and I cannot wait for you to start thriving with me. Have a great day. You know, very, very simple. That is all what smart sampling is. I'm going to tell you right now, if you just put these packages together and start throwing them out to 15 people, I promise you 0% or 100% are not going to order. It just does not happen that way. If you don't put all 3 steps in there, it's probably not going to happen. If you don't do the 3-way chat, it's probably not going to happen. Yes. Do some people just randomly order? Yes. We call those a huge blessing. But if you're going to sample, try to do the smart sampling. Make it to where they are excited about it. Make it to where they're like, okay, I totally get it. Or if they do come back and they have some sort of objection, you know what? See, like I had this not earlier this week, over the weekend. Hey, Susan, I'm feeling a little jittery. I don't know if that's okay. You know what? It's a very potent vitamin source. These are all natural. There's no synthetics in there. So can you do me a favor and drink more water and maybe have a little snack, because you may not be hungry, but your body still needs food to refuel. Can you try that and see if that calms it down? And maybe tomorrow we just take 1 capsule instead of 2. Again, they're not loaded with caffeine, but they are very, very potent, and your body just may not be used to 100 all natural vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. You know, I'm going to address the issue right away. Okay. So with that, I can't ask y'all if you have any questions, if you have any objections, but if you're watching this YouTube video and you know me, you can always send me, hey, Susan, this is what somebody said. What do I do? Or if you have a different scenario that you think works, please do not hesitate to give that to the team or share it with your team or whatever you need to do. But guys, smart sampling is key. And I cannot stress enough how important it is to do all the steps and not get overwhelmed by it. Just don't get overwhelmed by it, because I did that and it doesn't work. Okay. I think that's all I have on that. I'm going to tell you another idea. If you have need an idea for a reel or a TikTok or whatever, you know, maybe show yourself putting these together and say, hey, many of you might want to know what comes in one of these little Thrive sample packs. 1, 2, 3. If you would like one of these, comment sample. Do y'all know how many people will do that on your reels and your TikToks, or even on a live video that you do on Facebook, so that will help you get some of these samples out, and then save it and use it every Tuesday and say, it's Try It Tuesday. Here we go. Why not, right? Okay, I hope all of you use this. It's helpful. Remember, if you're watching this live on Facebook, I'm going to put the scripts underneath. That may take me a quick minute, because right now I'm about to do one of those reels with my sample packs. I hope you'll have a great day. Bye.